So over the past few months, we really haven't heard too much about the Division Resurgence, but today on Twitter, Division Resurgence official Twitter page put out a public statement with a small article attached to it talking about an upcoming technical test that they will be having. Now, this closed test will be under full NDA, unlike some of the other ones that we were allowed to stream them. And this is what they had to say. Hello, Agent. We're thrilled to unveil the exciting opportunity for our dedicated Division community from 7 a.m. Eastern Time on April 3rd till 7 a.m. Eastern Time on April 5th, so just 3 days. They'll be conducting a limited closed technical test for the Division Resurgence on Android, selected from a small pool of both seasoned testers and new players who pre-registered for the game. A handful of participants will dive into the game's latest iteration. These chosen few will help us collect valuable feedback on the changes implemented and improvements made to enhance the early game experience. These players will receive an email invitation directly to the email linked to the Ubisoft Connect account used to pre-register for the Division Resurgence. So if you guys have been thinking about testing this, or you guys haven't had a chance and you're on Android, highly recommend that you go sign up for the beta, and maybe you have a chance to make a difference on how well this game plays on launch, because this is what they are doing this test for. Remember, it's only 3 days, so enjoy it if you guys get it, and definitely give great feedback, because that's what they're looking for. They continue on in the article and say, players participating in the test will need to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. As this is a technical test, players will enjoy an experience that may not reflect the final quality of the game. As such, please note that sharing screenshots, videos, any information about this test is not allowed. So unlike the other ones, this one completely is not allowed. Upon completing the initial missions, participants will have a chance to share their insights through a brief survey. We're eager to hear your thoughts and suggestions as we strive to shape the future of the Division Resurgence. Make sure you pre-register with your UB Connect account and check your email to see if you've been pre-selected for this exciting endeavor. Let's make the Division Resurgence an even greater experience than it already is. So guys, if you guys are really into mobile games, or you've played part of this and you're like, man, I like the Division, I want to give it a shot, well, Division Resurgence is having one more closed test, a technical test, 3 days, and it's on Android. So give it a shot if you can. Now, there are some patch notes from the previous ones that they did release. They said the general gameplay UI, the adjustments and improvements have made to the general gameplay to allow more fluid and immersive experience for players, as well as making open world exploration more rewarding. Now, progression and main missions, enemy health and leveling speed have been adjusted for more rewarding play sessions. The earlier game has been reworked to make new players onboarding easier and grant access to the open world earlier. Some boss mechanics, cover, and enemy placements have been tweaked to make combat more interesting. So with these changes, it seems that they want the early game to be a little bit more of the open world, so players can kind of see how the open world feels, which is a big part of the Division universe. If you play Division 1, Division 2, you guys know we spend most of our time either in the open world or the open world dark zone. So it's definitely a big part of the Division universe, and they want players who may have never played Division maybe to experience that earlier on in the Division Resurgence. They made a few more changes, specializations, abilities, and the OS protocols. Some elements of the core character customizations have been reworked to allow for a greater variety of playstyles and synergy when playing as a team. Items and equipment upgrading and customizing gear has now been streamlined to encourage gear swapping and give players more options for crafting their unique build. I think that's actually really good. More options is always better. Activities, ongoing improvements to the user experience will make activities much more accessible to new players and deliver rewards in a more streamlined fashion. I like that. And for the duration of this test, conflict mode, dark zone, and legendary challenges have been disabled because they really want people to focus on the changes that they're focusing on for the main early on game. That's really gonna suck the players in, and then obviously end game will keep the players long term. So if you guys have been really interested in trying out this, you guys have the opportunity right now to head over to Ubisoft and sign up for this test. We'll sign up for the beta test, and then hopefully you might be selected. And if you are on Android, well, have fun with it, and hopefully you guys can give some really good feedback. I will tell you, from the time that I did get with the Division Resurgence, we actually did a full little playthrough of it. We had a ton of fun, guys. I want to say this is, I'm not a big mobile guy, and I will tell you that I really enjoyed playing Division Resurgence on mobile. When you just sit, I was sitting back on my sofa. I had the backbone little handheld device that you put onto your phone. I felt like I was just playing like a console, like a handheld console. I was hanging out on the sofa, running through this. It was a lot of fun, and I'll tell you that if you've ever played any kind of console games, this is gonna be up there with some of the PSP games and stuff like that. The quality of these games now on mobile is pretty crazy to see. And each year they just get better as the technology improves, as these smartphones are becoming like little computers. And what the future holds for mobile gaming, I can say probably in a couple years, you'll probably have some of those AAA games on mobile that you can cross-platform and cross-save and play the same game that you play on your PlayStation 5, well, your PlayStation, your Xbox, your PC on a handheld device. And I can see that coming in the next couple years, especially with some of these chips that these phones have. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit more Division Resurgence gameplay. If you guys haven't seen it, this is Division Resurgence right here. This was actually played on iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I recorded it all from there. And man, you guys can see the quality actually looks pretty good, right? And I will tell you, it even looks better when you guys are looking at it on your phone because it's such a small screen. So guys, we're gonna wrap this up here. Hey, thanks again as always for the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of this one.
Cover me, you idiot! Take them out! Cocktails on me! I'm already here! Ah! Love you smell of napalm in the morning! Everyone's so afraid to die. Everybody dances with the Reaper.
Signature ability ready.
This is gonna burn. You think you can hurt me? Cannon fodder. Who needs them?